Where we move this?
Hello.
Hello.
There's also a crime scene.
Keep running.
Hello.
Now we're just gonna do the interview like this.
Blair Witch.
Nancy video.
Hello.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
It's like the Blair Witch project.
So yeah, the album was like really good.
Yeah, I really was gonna use that.
Easy to watch. Top review.
Oh my god.
You're in the zone
at 91.3.
Hello, nice to meet you both.
Yeah, it's so nice to talk to you both. Holy smokes.
Oh, congratulations on winning a Brit Award for Rising Star. That's huge.
Thank you.
Georgia, I saw you also won an award for Biggest Bitch as well.
I put that on my Instagram.
Oh my god.
Like,
I didn't see that
because well, I posted a photo of me in my Brit Awards outfit, and but the caption was won the Brit Award for Biggest Bitch because I was wearing, I'm 6'1", and I was wearing these like platform heels and I literally was the biggest bitch in the room. I was like walking around. I saw our friend CMAT, who's like 5 feet tall, and she was just like at breast height, snuggling. Great.
I am also 6'1", and I'm just curious if showers are getting any bigger in the UK or in Europe in general. Because I felt like I was a wizard in a hobbit hole when I was there.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that. I feel like when the only showers that really work for me are like the ones that it comes from the ceiling, not the ones that are like attached to a thing.
Just get me to come in and hold it over.
Yeah.
I have to stand on a stool.
She washes my hair.
I have to do it. Like a giraffe. I'm her handler.
Band stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Abigail, if you were to win an award that wasn't in music, what would your award be? Because we got the Biggest Bitch beside you, and now
should a funny one or a serious one? Oh my god, if I was to win an award, I'd like a Tony. I think
a Tony.
EGOT.
Yeah, we're really far away from me.
Yeah, I want to be like, I want to go into like my Barbara Streisand era and have like a stint on Broadway and get like a very like sweet Tony. But like doing some kind of revival. Spring Awakening.
Oh,
Love that one. Really nice. And then would you get a big gold chain that just said EGOT if you did?
Yeah. Biggest EGOT. Yeah.
Yeah, and like your music, you've described it as theatrical. Like, do you have a theater background, or like everyone in the band? Like, did you do musicals growing up as well?
Like I wanted to be like an actress before I started writing music, and I did a lot of plays at school, and I wanted to go to drama school, but my parents wouldn't let me, so I started a band instead.
I loved doing drama and stuff in school. I was big into like Shakespeare and doing acting and plays and stuff. Hate musicals though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because this is what I was going to ask you. We recently saw a performance of Cats done by elementary school kids, and
oh god.
Yeah, it was really something.
It's a very raunchy show for elementary kids to be like, they're all like horny for each other. That's a bit fucked up.
It was the young actors edition, so they got rid of all that creepy stuff. But we were blown away actually, because you think elementary school performance, like everyone's just kind of like meowing around stage or whatever. Yeah. No, it was incredible. I had tears during memory. Like
goodness.
Blown away. It was so good.
And then I have a friend who's in the UK right now, and he was telling me about Starlight Express. Do you know about that play? Is that big there with trains who are in love?
Literally the only thing I know about that is there's a skit in Family Guy where Peter's going around on roller skates going, Starlight Express! Starlight! So that's the only thing I know. So trains are in love? The trains are fucking now?
Yes, that's what it is. Yeah.
I think you guys would do actually a great job covering that play.
Yeah.
Maybe we should.
Yeah.
We'll do the revival.
I'm down.
They're doing the whole thing on rollerblades.
Wow.
And
we should incorporate that.
Very impressive.
Another award that you just won was through BBC Radio 1. And Florence Welch presented you this award. How was it meeting Florence?
Yeah, it was she's like such a big hero. I mean, of all of ours. But I particularly have listened to her music since I was like 9 when Lungs first came out and was like oh my God, there's a person who like thinks about the world in the same way that I do. And it's kind of, you know, when you find an artist that you just connect with, it's just like, okay, I mean, I'm a fan for the rest of my life now, and this is my whole thing. And we've met her before in Cork in Ireland when we opened for them, but we, you know, hadn't really kind of had like a sit down conversation until she, you know, surprised us at the pub and was just like, hey guys, like, you know, you won this award. And we were all like, oh my God, I don't care about the award. Like, Florence is here. And we all, you know, she said she was proud of us, and we all cried, and it was the best day of my life. Yeah.
That strikes me as one example. And another example is here locally for us is you announce a show at one venue, and then the demand is so much that they have to move the show to a bigger venue. And so between these awards and this kind of popularity, all of a sudden, it seems like your career got going fast, and then it like went into overdrive and went really fast, like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
How does that feel for y'all? That it doesn't feel gradual to climb. It's like big leaps.
You know, in like sci-fi movies about space, when they're like just cruising through the galaxy, and then they go into like hyperspeed, and all the stars go long trails like that. It felt like going into hyperspeed, where you like are like absolutely hurtling through the galaxy towards an unknown destination. But it's like, I don't know, it did feel like it kicked off like super quickly. But it's not that we just kind of like put our foot in the water and then it instantly kicked off. Like, we've been doing this for a long time, and
there was gradual
stuff, but then all of a sudden it was hyperspeed.
I'm also picturing you on rollerblades as you're going.
Oh yeah, like you
want to see some real speed?
And like you were mentioning, you know, you've been doing this for a long time. You started off as a live band, and then you finally get into recording, and you're with James Ford in a church. Like, how cool was that recording process, being in this like converted church and like making your music come to life via recording?
Yeah, it was amazing, because like there's so many albums that we loved also recorded there. Like Lana Del Rey did Ultraviolence there, and I remember like going to the loo and being like, she sat here.
Yeah, like Nick Cave did Into My Arms, like that. You know, like so many of our favorite records of all time.
It felt very blessed.
Made there, and it felt like that kind of the whole music that had been made there in the past was kind of like a guiding hand to making our record. It was really nice to be in a historic space like that, and with a historic producer who's made our favorite record ever as well. It was a very perfect first album experience for sure.
One of my favorite things about the single, the big single, Nothing Matters, is I just love the crescendo of it. That it just builds into this incredible place through the course of the song. It feels gradual and perfect. And I just wonder if you can talk to me about having a song with such a beautiful crescendo, or the tradition of building in a song like that.
I feel like it's interesting because listening to our songs, we do that a lot, and I think that's kind of how we like to express, you know, a massive outpouring of emotions. I think it just kind of naturally happened like that. You know, it was kind of, I think having that kind of quite staccato, breathy bridge where it's like it only made sense that when that kind of breaks, you need to have a massive guitar solo, and then have the chorus kind of 5 more times with like extra harmonies and the brass. And I think it's just, that song is kind of, it just wraps up our approach to kind of music in general, which is just sort of like not being afraid of joy and pretension and kind of classic songwriting, which just employs that technique of having the, you know, the climax, because it's fun.
It's fun, yeah. It's fun to get big up and I'd watch it.
Yeah, it must be very fun to do live as well. To go back to, you know, how you are a live band, that type of build has just got to be, you know, and to feel the whole crowd grow with you has got to be something else.
Exactly. Yeah, it's the best, because we often, if not always, end with it. So it feels like a real kind of full circle moment back to where we kind of began with releasing music, and just it ending in such a massive final chorus where the whole crowd is singing, and like you've got all these different backing vocal parts going on, and we're all just smiling at each other, and it's just it feels good to kind of return back to it at the end of the set and remember like the process of writing it and where we came from and stuff.
It kind of reminds me of like when you're talking with like a really close friend about something that's really emotional and you just start building up and building up. And building up. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I was ranting, but like, holy. I
feel like, that's how we talk to each other.
Yeah.
We'll just like start by having like a normal like conversation over a pint, whatever. And then we'll start like, taking each other.
On tables all of a sudden. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have a show in Vancouver that's April 10th. It was just sold out now. Congratulations on that. I'm actually going, so I have to take a little ferry over to the mainland. It's about an hour and a half, and I'm getting like all of my ladies together. We're all gonna go.
That's so cute.
I'm wondering, do you usually have people dress up for your shows? Is that something that you've been noticing lately?
Yes, yeah, and we
much.
Encourage it.
Highly encouraged.
Yeah. So if you've got a gown that you've been needing to wear, you haven't had an occasion, now's the time.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. It was so great to meet you both.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you in Vancouver.
Yeah, see you then.
See you then.